When I was in Rome, I had the opportunity to sit down with Amos. Amos is a seminarian from Ghana, Africa. He's living at Sede Sapientiae International Seminary and studying at Santa Croce. Amos was such a joyful guy. We had a great conversation. When I asked him what the hardest thing about moving to Rome was, he said, the weather. Now let's get into it. Welcome, Amos.
Thank you.
Great to have you, and thank you for taking the time to do this interview with us.
You're most welcome. Yeah.
We're still here in Rome, obviously, and here with Amos. Tell us a little bit about your vocation story.
Okay. As you just said, I'm called Amos Inyaba. I'm from Ghana.
Okay.
Let's say, I hope we know where Ghana is
Yeah.
found exactly. And I belong to the Diocese of Navrongo-Bolgatanga. And this diocese is found at the northern part of Ghana.
Okay.
In fact, northeast. When I was young, around 8, 9, my father is a farmer.
Oh, wow.
And so during vacation, he takes us with him to the farm. And then, so we were one day there, and he asked, what will you guys like to be in future? And so I immediately told my father, I would like to be like Father Francis.
Oh, wow.
But who is this Father Francis?
Yeah.
Father Francis is an SVD priest, Society of the Divine Word.
Okay.
SVD. There are many missionaries from this society that work in Ghana. And so the parish that we attend, the church we attend under the parish, there are these missionaries there. And so this missionary, Father Francis, used to come to the outstation where we stay to conduct Mass for us. I told my father I would like to be like Father Francis.
Oh, wow.
And thanks to God, this that I said never changed. Because right from there, in my primary school education, whenever my teachers asked me, Amos, what would you like to be? As young as I was, I told them I would like to be like Father Francis. I would like to be a Roman father. That is how we call them, Roman father. And so I continued junior secondary school education. They asked me the same, and I told them I would like to be a Roman father. But then all that while, I didn't actually know how to become a Roman father.
Yes.
I just knew I would like to be a Roman father, Father Francis, like Father Francis. So eventually I had admission, just as I said earlier, and into a minor seminary,
Okay.
Notre Dame Minor Seminary in the Diocese of Navrongo-Bolgatanga in the northern part of Ghana.
Oh, wow.
But eventually I didn't attend the minor seminary, because when I got there from the south, from the central part, going to the north, I saw that my name was under red line. And so we have to inquire what was the problem. Because I have been placed there, I wrote the exam,
Yeah.
I passed,
Yeah.
the government has placed me there. And so, why?
Yeah.
But then later I got to realize that with the minor seminaries, even if you write your junior secondary school education and the government places you there, there is the need to take a private exam. I went for the exam, and by the grace of God, I sailed through, I passed, and they gave me admission. And so on the 24th of August, 2018, I entered the major seminary.
Wow.
Starting from St. Michael's Propedeutic Major Seminary. So I did a 1 year there.
Okay.
And then I continued to St. Augustine's Millennium Major Seminary, where I studied philosophy.
Okay.
And so after that, I started a 1 year theology. And one day, I think it was during Christmas, it was just the Christmas season, we were home, back from the seminary, and I was in the parish, and my rector, the rector of the basilica, my parish is a minor basilica, told me that the bishop wants to see me. So I have to go to see him. I said, but then the bishop wanting to see me, it is something that, well, if the bishop is not going to advise me to quit the vocation,
Yeah.
then there
Probably a
is
good
something
thing.
positive there. But then what actually it was, I didn't know. Another thing that came to mind was my bishop meets us, we the seminarians, from time to time to discuss our reports that he has received from the seminary, to also help us in our growth process, no, in the formational journey, and where we need to check, or where we need to continuously work out things we do. And so when I was going, I was not so sure, and so I got there, and lo and behold, the bishop actually picked these reports, and we spoke. And afterwards, the bishop said, Amos, this is a very good reason why I called you. But the true reason is, I am thinking that you should continue your formation outside Ghana, and that will mean that you will have to stay away from home for a while.
Wow.
Well, at that moment, initially, well, I didn't immediately say yes, because I didn't know how going outside will be.
Yeah.
And he didn't also tell me Rome exactly, but then he said outside Rome, outside home, excuse me. And so I said, after pondering for a while, after thinking for a while, because I am very, very attached to my family too, as the firstborn of 5,
Yeah.
closer to my father, closer to my mother, and so every now and then, even when I was in the seminary during vacation, I had to go down
Yes.
to meet my family. And then eventually thinking about what our vocation calls for, that sacrifice,
Yeah.
giving oneself totally for the service of God and His church.
Yeah.
I said, well, my Lord, I am ready. And so wherever you want to send me, I am ready to go
Wow.
to do the studies.
Yeah.
And so I prepared there, because when I was studying, I didn't have any intention of going outside.
Yeah.
I didn't have not even passport. I didn't have anything. But the bishop started from there, and he started preparing. He prepared all the documents necessary, and eventually I arrived here in Rome. I arrived in Rome on the 27th of July, 2023.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the day I arrived here in Rome. And so the formation continues.
Yeah.
Everything continues
Yeah.
as I started in Ghana. And so generally this, even though I have spoken for long, but this is a summary.
Yeah.
It's a summary of my vocation,
Yeah.
because if we want to go into the nitty-gritties, we will not finish today.
Yeah.
Because every point has an
Yeah.
explanation. Yeah.
What about how did you sort of what excites you most about becoming a priest? The prospect of becoming a priest.
Yes. Actually, before one becomes a priest, there are motivations. And for me, the immediate motivation was becoming like Father Francis, to be closer to the younger ones,
Yeah.
to give them toffees, to come to celebrate Mass. And as a little boy, this was what came to my mind, and I wanted just to be like him. But then, with these motivations, once one enters the seminary, they call something purification of motives.
Yeah.
And so gradually you come to know that, yes, maybe this was just a means to get you, means that God has used to call you to come and discern His will for you. And so when I entered the seminary, I came to realize that it is not just enough being like Father Francis and giving toffees to the young, but then it really calls, but then that point of becoming like Father Francis does not also cancel out, because being closer to the people counts. But then God is calling us for a total dedication, serving God and His church, dedicating one's life for the salvation of men. not canceling the salvation of the priest himself.
Yes.
Because once the priest is working, he's working for the salvation of souls.
Yeah.
Souls of others, the souls of the people of God, and his soul. He's also a person of God. So at times when I hear, oh, I want to dedicate my life for the salvation of others, but I ask, but how about you? Okay. So I came to realize that this is what the priest should do.
Yeah.
And this is what keeps on motivating me. That I give out my all. I give out totally, dedicate myself for the service of God and His church, for the salvation of souls, and not forgetting my own salvation.
Yeah.
So this is my motivation.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. What does it mean to you to be studying here in Rome, so close to Pope Leo,
Yeah.
Holy Father?
Studying here in Rome means a whole lot to me, especially being very close to the Holy Father. You know, when you're back home, you're very far from Rome, and you're studying the theology, for instance. There are many things that, in my opinion, remain abstract. But then coming to Rome, the things become more palpable, and so you touch and feel it. You're speaking about Pope Leo, well, in this case, the Holy Father Pope Leo.
Yes.
But then we're speaking about the Pope. But then you sleep and wake up and you go to the Vatican, you see the Pope.
Yeah.
And you can see him as frequently as you want. But then someone will be very far from Rome and will be studying the same theology. But then will only study it in books. Or will only see the Pope on TV.
Yeah.
For another example, we speak about major basilicas in the history of the church. Okay, with the peace of Constantine.
Yeah.
And after the construction of the papal basilicas. We speak about this, we read about them in books. We could also get pictures online and other things.
Yeah.
But then I come here and it becomes palpable. I can walk into it every minute and every hour and pray and come out. And so I see that coming to Rome, many of the studies the things we are studying become more palpable, and it really helps in the assimilation of these things that we are studying, so that they don't just remain abstract, but then they become more concrete. You know.
Yeah.
And another thing, I am always proud of the university that I have found myself in.
Yeah.
Santa Croce, I always say, I have not been to Gregorianum, neither have I been to Angelicum, but this is where I know, and this is my experience. And I like the detail with which they teach. They enter into the nitty-gritties of things. And so it's really, without a rush, let's say picking just Trinity as a course, picking just creation as a course, not just dogmatic theology. And then they break down things and they help the student to journey with them. And so you, the student, the seminarian or whoever, think with them. You are reflecting. It is not a matter of memorizing and pouring and passing and going. And so the seriousness, that kind of teaching with passion and with that kind of detail, I think this is something that I cannot go without mentioning. You know, and also studying here in Rome, I am in Collegio Sede Sapientiae, and Collegio Sede Sapientiae is an international college. We have people from all over the world. We have about more than 30 countries now, the seminarians from different places. And what is beautiful more than this? That you get to know the different perspectives of the church. Look, I am from Africa. I can say I know the Church of Africa. To be more specific, I know the Church of Ghana. Because Africa is big and we have many countries. You know, I have never been to Asia. I have never been to America. Now I'm in Europe. So, now I'm in Europe. So, Africa, I have an idea. Now I'm in Europe, thanks be to God, the heart of the church. Even. But how about the other parts, the other continents? And so this is one of the things I always thank God for. I've met people from Asia. That is, we speak about their church, we speak about the nature of their church, we speak about their cultural differences. And so it gives me different perspectives about the same church, about the same Jesus that we are all worshiping. You know, and so this is so beautiful, especially in the college that I found myself. And so when I am speaking about something, I am not only speaking about it just from my perspective, but I also see it through the lens of the other, and so it becomes concrete. So it becomes more objective than subjective. So objective truth. This is truth. So it's truth, and it's truth there, it's truth there, it's truth there. No? And so this is so beautiful. Another thing I would just add before maybe we move on is the fact that Rome has contributed. Rome, the city Rome, is an ancient city and has contributed a lot to humanity.
Yes.
And so being here actually has not only assisted me with regards to the faith, but also with regards to the history of humanity. Speaking about the ancient Roman Empire. Speaking about, the emperors before. And a whole lot. And so you ask yourself, this is the place. And so that's what the Holy Father, John Paul II, and said that in Rome, even the stones speak. Because every stone has a history, every building. You just pick Santa Croce. Every place. Recently, one of our professors wrote a book, and he titled Prima di Noi, before us. And so he made a lot of analysis archaeologically and historically about this place that we found ourselves. And so historically we benefit a lot.
Wow.
We benefit a lot. And I think that Rome is one of the places that I recommend that every person should come before his death or her death. Because it's so nice. You know, even if not in the direction of the faith, you just come and just see the history of humanity. It is so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Welcome to the rooftop of the Pontifical University of Holy Cross in Rome. I invite you to join me this October 12th through the 16th on pilgrimage. We'll visit St. Peter's Basilica, walk in the footsteps of St. Francis in Assisi, and learn from world-class professors here at the university. Go to puhcf.org/Rome to sign up. Spots are filling up very fast, so please go there today. Ciao. You spoke earlier a little bit about the challenge of being the oldest son of your family and being away from them, even when you were at seminary back in Ghana. What's the most challenging thing about being away from home?
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I should be speaking about this actually considering, first of all, my early days in Rome, you know, leaving home. Number one, you leave your continent that has a different climate altogether. And you arrive, and it arrives, let's say, you get to, especially here in Rome, you get to summer and temperatures shoot so high, and you get to winter and it goes so down. And so it becomes, you cannot just imagine. No. And so the climate change actually was, the first year it was, oh goodness, it was not easy. You know, leaving home, especially when we got to winter. Oh no, we have cold, but then not this type. No, it was so cold for me. Now that I'm getting used to it, I'm okay. And also another thing is the aspect of food. Culturally, every country, every place has their dish. And then coming here, and I'm introduced to pasta. I know of fufu. Fufu is a typical Ghanaian food.
Okay.
I know of tizet. I know of banku. But I come here, you're giving me pasta. You're giving me pasta. But then, small, I learned to eat, and I even now eat better than the Italians. I eat better than the Italians because I like it. I like it. That also forms part of the openness to
Yeah.
to the place that you have found yourself,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the missionary spirit. If one day, who knows where I will be working, even though
Yeah.
I am a diocesan
Yeah.
seminarian, that hopefully I'll become a diocesan priest. But then who knows where I'll be working as a priest? Anything could happen. And so if I'm sent somewhere, that means that I should be open
Yeah.
to learn some of these things now.
Yeah, yeah.
And another thing I would say is about the language.
Yeah.
That arriving, of course, certainly I will not be speaking fluently.
Right.
Thanks be to God now I am in my third year and I can make communications, I can speak, I can do whatever I want to do comfortably without problems. But then arriving that way, I came to learn the language the first year, entering a theology class, and all that the professor speaks is Italian.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
What really? So you just learned, I learned the language for 1 month anyway. And after just a few weeks, I'm supposed to start theology, and while doing theology, every week I have 4 hours, 4 hours of study of Italian class, and so it was like that, and so it was not very much easy, but then with time, we have different capacities for the language. With time, it became it was like, okay, even if I am not able to speak fluently the Italian, at least you speak and I will understand. And so my professor spoke and I understood.
That's great.
Thanks be to God. And so these were some of the challenges. So the language barrier with in relation with my studies, the climate in relation with my, and also the food in relation with my health.
Yes.
So we have to eat to stay healthy. If not, yeah. But then it was so, apart from these challenges, there have been many positive aspects.
Yes.
So, yeah. In Rome, you just walk 1, 2, you have a chapel. You are able to pray.
Yeah.
Almost every building has a place of prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so for me, it is wonderful. It's so wonderful, And so we have many positives that the negatives cannot cancel them out.
No, for sure not.
No.
For sure not. What have you come to love about your formators and your fellow seminarians, and what did you first notice about them when you arrived at Sede Sapientiae?
Yeah, actually, what I have come to love about my formators and my brother seminarians is about their level of openness. Openness, the formators' openness to form us, and the seminarians' openness for formation. Not only in relation to their formators, but also to us.
Yeah.
We, their brother seminarians. You get to Sede Sapientiae, that's what I was saying. If not because the priests are in clergyman, you are not able to know the difference.
Oh, wow.
Because we eat together, we do everything together. We do almost everything together. Not all places are like, is it that way? Because there are some places, formators have their dining hall, seminarians have their dining hall, and we all eat together, we talk, we chat, we speak to them, they respond to us. And so for me, this is a good sign.
Yeah.
It is a very good sign that we are not afraid of our formators, but then we see them actually as spiritual fathers.
Yeah.
And we are able, not only in the internal forum, but also normal daily life, we are able to communicate to them, ask them normal daily questions, just as we would do when we are home.
Yeah.
But then if it remains only at the point of when you have spiritual direction, you go, you speak with your formator and come out, or you have formation, we have period of formation, or you go maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour, you speak and come out. For me, if it remains only at that level, in my opinion, that is not sufficient. But then it adds up to that when in a daily life, normal daily life, you live with your formator, you speak normally with him. You ask him the normal daily questions that you ask your mother or your father home. And we share ideas. And also some of them, some of the questions we ask them, they also ask some questions. And so to also hear from us. What
Yeah.
do we also think?
Yeah.
You know? And so this is so beautiful. It's beautiful. That level of openness and readiness to give all that they have, to give all the assistance they could to us to become good priests.
Yeah.
And our brothers seminarians, how we are open to each other to share cultural differences,
Yeah.
how we are able to assist each other in different situations. Oh, can I use that? Okay, you can. Okay, another time here you come. Can I use that? But of course you can. We live as a family.
Yeah.
And so you see that kind of let's say a family identity in there, and there's no segregation. It doesn't matter where you're coming from.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't. I am an African. Another is from Asia. Another is from America.
Yeah.
Another is from actually in Sede Sapientia we don't have North American seminarians. We have Latin.
Yes.
okay.
South American.
And so it's like that. And so for me, how we live like a family is something that we cannot throw out. It's something that we have to look at it. And for me, it is that makes it special. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that makes it special.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else that you've enjoyed about the fraternity that you share
Yes.
there at the seminary?
I think I spoke about some of these earlier, about the fact that our cultural differences has created an opportunity to learn from one another. No, some of them have never been to Africa.
Yeah.
Or let me just say, those who are not from Africa have
never-
never been to Africa. Just as I am not from
Right.
America, I've never
Yeah.
been there. And so you become a point of contact for at least something on Africa, some knowledge on Africa, African culture.
Yeah.
You know, in Collegio Sede Sapientia, we have moments where we have what we call tertulia. Daily we have tertulia where we just share. You went to class, okay. But then we have monthly ones
Okay.
where different people, different seminarians, sometimes, not all the time, demonstrate their some activities, some things on their culture. So cultural dance, food,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and we have what we call the country nights. So we have the French night,
Oh,
we have
wow.
the Indian night, we have the Tanzanian
Very
night.
cool.
And so you learn a lot about them. The quite recent one, just 3 weeks ago, we had a Tanzanian night. And it was so wonderful, no? To learn a lot about Kilimanjaro
Wow.
in Tanzania. It was so wonderful to also know the positions on the map of where our brother seminarians from Tanzania are.
Yeah.
To also know the effect of colonization on Tanzania and
Wow.
also on evangelization
Yeah.
in this aspect. And so they share a whole lot on their country that we learn. Sede Sapientia, we get the opportunity to also go for pastorals. Just as this vacation, I was sent to Massa Finalese, that is found a little bit after Bologna,
Okay.
just for a 1 week pastoral experience. And afterwards, I came back to Rome and I went to Aricia for a 1 week retreat.
Oh, wow.
And so you go, you relate with the people, you know, you learn a lot from them.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
they learn a lot from you, and at times they don't want you to go back. And when you're leaving, it becomes like, Amos, you have to come back. Amos,
Come
you
back for
have
a
to
visit.
come back. I say, yeah, we hope that I am sent back here,
Yeah.
because they don't send you at the same place. They could, because
Yeah.
some, but then it may happen that you are sent to a different, so
Yeah.
we make different experiences, and these pastoral experiences help us. Some of us get the opportunity to go to the aged home,
Oh,
where they help the aged, you know,
There's a lot to
you
learn
speak
there.
with them. I
Yeah.
had the opportunity to go to I have gone to 3 of them, but then one of them that I went was at Negral in Verona,
Okay.
and they have a house called Casa Clero, the house of priests. And so the aged priests are
wow.
there. And I had the opportunity, I went with my brothers, but I had the opportunity to stay in that house as my work, as my
wow.
pastoral duty
Wow.
to help the priests.
Wow.
And I had the opportunity to speak with these old priests, some having 70 years in ministry, in priesthood, not
Wow.
just age, 60 something, 50 something. I said, some have 70 years in priesthood, and I'm not just even a priest yet. So,
Wow. Wow.
so you can just imagine. So I got the opportunity to ask them a lot of things on the priestly life, and we spoke freely to share the experience. Some have had the opportunity to go to Africa,
Yeah.
and they have shared also the experiences with me. But then one thing that moved me was that I asked a good number of them, what kept you moving? What kept you moving?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, at the end, the reply that they gave could be summarized in a word: prayer. You see, exercising the ministry without a personal contact with God, well, I don't know how fruitful it will be.
Yeah.
And so the priest has a whole lot to do. I can say the mass. I can walk about, go to greet the sick. But then it becomes more, I don't know how to describe, more fruitful when I have contact with God, personal contact with God.
Yeah.
There is a difference between a priest who has a personal encounter with God celebrating the Mass and a priest who just walks in and celebrates the Mass. There is a difference between a priest who has a personal contact with God speaking to a sick person and another one who will be speaking to a sick person just it's okay, or you get well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are differences.
Yeah.
There are differences. And so at the end, I got to know that no. Look, I could study all the theology. I could do everything to become a priest. But then if I do not have a strong relationship with my God, then the ministry, my ministry, which is not mine, but then that of Christ that will be given to me, will not be fruitful.
Yeah.
And so this was what I took from this old man. And that confirmed, actually, that I was not praying. All my formators were not telling me this earlier. But then, hearing from those who have lived it, it becomes more practical. And you get more convinced. And I am convinced by that. I'm convinced.
Beautiful.
Because a priest of 70 years telling me this. No, it's not 70 years. 70 years of ministry.
Yeah.
And this I cannot just think for, but it's true, because 70 years of ministry, now adding his own age now.
Yeah.
So this is
That's so cool.
Yeah. And so we do many things there in Sada Sapiens here. They don't joke actually with the other dimensions of formation. Apart from the academic formation we get here, we get other academic formation there. We have formational, and we have the human dimension, which I mentioned, the tertulia, we speak. Look, God is going to ordain us as his ministers, but we shouldn't forget that we are humans. Grace builds on nature. St. Thomas Aquinas says it. Nature, we are first of all human beings.
That's right.
And John Paul II has underlined this in his Pastore Dabo Vobis clearly on the formation of priests now. So we are first of all humans. And so that human dimension, I have to know how to talk to you, even though we have different cultures. But the underlying factor is we are human beings.
That's right.
We are human beings, and they don't. And now the spiritual dimension, which Sede Sapientia is known for. In Rome, they call us monks. Monks, not for negative reasons, but because we do not really joke with the spiritual dimension, because a whole lot of spiritual activities. Just as I just told you, I went for my yearly retreat just last week. I just finished last 2 days. A yearly retreat. I was supposed to have it in September, but September they gave us the opportunity to go home. And so I went home in September, and they did it. I said, okay, if you could not do it in September, okay, let's just do it now.
Here's another
so
opportunity.
just to say that in Jovia, you cannot dodge. Let go. You have to go and pray, because the prayer after we went, and it was one of the best moments I've ever had in my life as a seminarian in doing retreats. We've done many of them, but this particular one, I don't know. I was just sharing with some of my formators. Wonderful experiences. It was wonderful. And so Cédé Sapiencia is actually a good place to be.
Yeah.
It is actually a formation house.
That's wonderful.
It is actually a formation house, and it is wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
As you know, Sedes Sapientiae and Santa Croce, there's a lot of people in the U.S. that are benefactors.
Okay.
What would you say to them if, you know, or somebody that, when you think about the opportunities that
Yep.
you've had here, what would you say to them to
Look,
encourage them?
Look, if you give me
Or
the
thank you.
opportunity, we will speak about this. Look, I just want to say thank you.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think there is any help greater than contributing to the formation of man. Just formation, not just formation to be a priest, but as a human being, contributing to the life of somebody. And you see, now it becomes more when the contribution is now for somebody who is to dedicate his whole life
Yeah.
to be a priest. And so the very first word that I will say is thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all, in fact, thank you to all the benefactors and for the good work they are doing. Sometimes when I get a message, okay, Amos, we've had this from your benefactors to help your status. Goodness.
Yeah.
Somebody that I've never seen, not even met yet, is contributing to my formation.
Yeah.
May God bless them. May God bless them. And may they not lose that joy in offering us this assistance. And so every moment we pray for them. That's one we cannot forget to pray for them and for their families.
Yeah.
We pray for them and their work. And not forgetting also praying for their spiritual growth.
Yeah.
That they continue in their faith. Because when somebody is doing this type of good to you, sometimes it does not just come from our humanity, but it comes from the aspect of faith.
Yeah.
I believe that I am giving this one to help someone become a priest, that he may continue to spread the faith. So
Yeah.
it springs from there, you know. And so this is so wonderful. But then also their help is a challenge to us. Okay, someone is helping you.
Yeah.
You should not make the help go in vain.
Yeah.
He is paying for you to stay comfortably and steady and become a good priest. And so all that you can do, humanly possible, do it. A bit of endurance in your studies. A bit of endurance for your own formation.
Yeah.
And God will bless these our little endurances, that we may become good priests.
Yeah.
I know this is their motivation, that they may become good priests. So we want to be good priests. We want to be good priests. And so we pray for them, and we hope that we are able to continuously do our best, and we continuously ask for their prayers. Continuously ask for their prayers. We will not forget to pray for them.
Great.
Yeah. May God bless them.
Well, thank you so much, Amos. I really appreciate you taking the
Yeah.
time, and continued prayers for your perseverance to ordination.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was a great time for me too to share these experiences.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you
David.
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Great.
Very good.
That was awesome.